Hi, everybody. I'm back. I know it's been so long since you've seen me, right? Color harmony. Today is going to be, your review assignment. Ooh, let's get rid of this. I don't need this. Where did my mouse go? Color harmonies. It is January 29th, 2021. It feels so weird to say. This is basically your assignment. You guys are to get a piece of paper and a pencil, and I want you guys to take notes. You guys, I probably will ask at some point in time for you guys to start doing color harmonies at the end of this lesson today. So you will also need your colors as well. So paper, pencil, colors of some kind, any type of colors that you have. The ones you primarily need are going to be red, yellow, and blue, which are your primary colors, which make basically every color on the color wheel. So what are color harmonies? Why are they so important? It is a big thing in color theory, is basically what colors work well with each other. So we understand color theory is basically learning and understanding the mixture of colors. Why is it important for us to mix colors and understand this? It's because we need to understand color theory and color harmony. The color harmonies we are going to cover today are analogous, complementary, triadic, and split complementary. It might seem like a lot of information. It kind of is. So this video, I would love you guys to keep in your repertoire or your references. So if you do have to reference it later on, which will still be attached to the classroom, you guys will have it available for you. So let's dive right in, everybody, shall we? Oh, by the way, this is for Art 1, but everybody knows that. So, analogous. This is the one most students use in this particular unit, I will just say. Analogous color harmony are groups of three colors that are next to each other on the color wheel, sharing the common color, with one being the dominant color, which tends to be the primary and secondary color, and a tertiary color. Red, orange, orange, red, examples. So basically examples. So basically your choices are this. It's going to have one primary, it's going to have one secondary, and it's going to have one tertiary color. So let's look at the example that I see here on the board. I have a yellow, which is primary. I have an orange, which is my secondary. And then I have orange, yellow. They're literally right next to each other. Please do not pick, it's very specific. We need to make sure that you have one of each, and they need to be next to each other on the color wheel. Not one over here, two over there, next to each other. The reason why this particular one is easiest is because if it blends a little bit, it's okay. It doesn't get out of control. But for the particular assignment we are going to be doing for our final project, which is our color icon project, if you do choose an analogous color harmony, your color application takes a bit longer because you don't want the colors to mix together to turn into orange, because the darker color will overwhelm the other two. So you take those three separate colors, you mix them together in three separate entities or piles or on a palette. You apply them, apply one color, let it dry, apply another color, let it dry. You want the three colors to be distinguishable from each other. Do not blend in a color analogous harmony. Don't blend the colors together. They have to stand out as yellow, orange, and orange red. They have to be three separate colors. Do not blend. So that leads me to monochromatic. Monochromatic is also one that a lot of people like. I used to allow people to do a black and white monochromatic, but that's the thing, is that we're doing color harmonies. You can only really choose colors that are on the color wheel. We just talked yesterday on the review video about basically tinting and shading a color, either darker or lighter. So when you're doing a monochromatic, you're really kind of only going to be focusing on one color off the color wheel. It could be any color on that color wheel, and then the other two colors you're going to be adding to it are black and white. Think about it as a monochromatic room. White floor, white carpet, white walls, white bedding, blah, blah, blah. But you want to vary your different colors in black and white if you're doing that. So I'm getting a little ahead of myself. A monochromatic color scheme are shades of the same color. It's a single color on the color wheel, and then you're taking it and either adding white to it or black to make it darker. But your original hue is going to be the same, whatever color you choose on the color wheel. So if you're using violet, you're adding violet, red, or black. If it's blue, red, or, sorry, let me go back. If it's red, white, or black. If it's violet, white, or black. If it's blue, white, or black. It has to be three separate colors, or not three separate colors. It could be any kind of tone all the way through that spectrum from the darkest of blue to the lightest of blue, or the darkest of red to the lightest of red, right? But you want to make sure that each color does not blend together to create one. So with this color harmony, when you paint with this particular one, or you're shading or you're doing whatever, you're still going to have to make sure, especially with paint. I'm doing a lot of references to paint, I know. But you want to make sure that you're really focusing on really getting the difference between each single color and not blending it to be one blob of gray. Monochromatic color schemes are derived from a single base hue and extends from shades, tones, and tints. You're either going to be adding some white or black, and a little bit of gray might get in there. Tints are achieved by adding white to shade to tint it, or shades of tone, so on and so forth. If you need more references on this, you can go back and review the video from yesterday. It is posted for yesterday's review. Triadic. This one's super tricky, guys. Super tricky. All right. A third color is used along with black, white, or gray as a accent. Sorry, that needs to be erased. Let's focus on triadic. A triadic color scheme uses colors that are evenly spaced around the color wheel. So let's just stick with the primary colors, guys. It's all about spacing. If we pick one color, we're going to jump over 4 colors to find our next choice. 1, 2, 3, that color. 1, 2, 3, that color. 1, 2, 3, that color. So if it's yellow, it'd be yellow. 1, 2, 3, red. 1, 2, 3, blue, so on and so forth. Think of it as a dial on a a dial on a radio. Oh my gosh, I'm dating myself right now. So, or the volume on a receiver on your house, right? So you either turn it up or you turn it over. So you're going to take that dial. I keep pointing towards my screen like you can see me. You're going to take that dial here and notch it over 1. So if I move this over 1, this one moves as well, and this one moves as well. They have to be equally spaced apart on the color wheel to get a triadic color harmony. I will say, out of doing this assignment as many times as I have, the most pleasing, like, aesthetic color harmonies that I've seen have definitely been triadic color harmonies because they blend so well together. I mean, you don't want to blend them. Sorry. The important thing about this particular color harmony is that you're using 3 separate colors that cannot blend in any way, because if you blend it, it is no longer a triadic. Tri meaning 3. It means that you're adding an additional color to it, which you don't want to. So again, like the other 2 color harmonies we discussed, your application of color, if you're using paint, has to be dry. That means you have to apply one color, let it dry. Apply another color, let it dry. The background that we're doing is an abstract background, so you can literally go as crazy as you want. You just don't want that colors to mix together and create a purple when there's not supposed to be purple on there, so on and so forth. All right? All right, so the last 2, complementary. This is very, very easy. It's a 2-color choice. You literally take one color and you find the complementary color that goes with it. So if you're using yellow, you're going to use violet. If you're using orange or orange red, you're going to be using green blue. If you're using blue, you're going to use orange. It's literally just 2 colors, but the same rules apply. If you're using this technique and you're going to be using paint as your background choice for media, you have to let the colors dry before you layer them, because especially if you're going to be doing a triadic color harmony, because when you add yellow and purple together, it turns into a brown yucky mess. So you want to make sure that you apply them very, very strategically. Complementary colors are the opposite colors of each other, basically, on the color wheel, such as red and green. That's pretty easy. We already reviewed most of that material. Last but not least is split complementary. This one is by far the most confusing one out of all of them. I don't know why students or why we all struggle with it. We all struggle with it. A split complementary is a color scheme of variation with a complementary color, but it's three because you're not using yellow and violet. You're actually using yellow and then the two colors next to violet. Violet's not even incorporated into it. So, in addition, the base color, it uses two colors adjacent next to the complementary color that you choose. So it basically, but it's less tension. So you're going to be picking three different colors. Take whatever primary color or main color that you have. Pick your favorite color on the color wheel is what I say. What's your favorite color on the color wheel? I like red. Okay, let's go with red. Lucy, please be quiet. So I go with red. What is the complementary color to red? I'll wait. Da, da, da. It's green, that's right. That doesn't mean we're going to go over and just use red and green. It means that we're using the two colors adjacent to green. So let's take a look at red. Walk on over across the street, ask for some sugar. Say, hey, green, what's up? I need some sugar. I don't have sugar. Go talk to my two neighbors. Okay, yellow, green, and green, blue. So those are the colors I'm using, just like this image that you see before you. Pick your favorite color. If it's yellow, then you're going to go across to the complementary color and use the two colors adjacent to them. I always use this reference to Robin Hood, the Robin Hood where he splits the arrow. View it as an arrow, right? And Robin Hood comes up behind you and splits it right down the middle. That means the 2 points of the arrow that are split are going to point to the ones adjacent to your complementary color. So focus on your main color. Pick your complementary color. Once you have that, do not use it because you're going to use the ones that are adjacent to it. This is very confusing and will take some time to memorize. That's why a lot of people don't pick this one for the final project, I'm just going to say. So that concludes our lovely demonstration of the assignment today. So what I'm going to ask you to do for the actual assignment, once you review all that information, you need to take notes. I should have been more specific about this. I'll put it in the instructions. Take notes about this color harmony. Then I want you to practice a couple of versions of the color harmony that you like. We have 40 minutes in this class, guys, and I know this particular video is not 40 minutes. So take this information and I want you guys to go ahead and I want you to create a color harmony for each version of these color harmonies, all right? So let's just go back and recap one more time. So you're going to show me a complementary, or you're going to show me, let's just do it this way. I want you to take 3 boxes, create 3 boxes like you would like a color value shading scale, and take those 3 colors and literally just color them out. I want it to look like this. Ta-da! If you want to use this example as a guide, you could totally be fine. Take a couple boxes and I want you to give me a color harmony. Show me an analogous color harmony. Show me a complementary color harmony. Show me triadic. I want you to try it out. I don't want to walk you through this. I want you to review the material that's been loaded. Thank you, baby. She's my little helper. I want you to review the material that I've just shown you, and I want you to use that material to guide you how to figure out color harmony. If you don't want to watch the entire video over again, literally just go through the slideshow. But I want you to get some boxes, put some boxes out, and I want it to look something like this. Give me one example of an analogous color harmony. Give me one example of a complementary color harmony. Give me an example of triadic. Give me an example of a split complementary. This one you'll probably have to practice a bit. But other than that, that's all we're doing for today. Thank you for being with me. I will go ahead and upload this video to the assignments for tomorrow. This is for all of my Art 1 students. I miss you today. I will see you guys on Monday when I get back. Have a fabulous day. Have a fabulous weekend because I will not see you today, which I'm videotaping it yesterday. But anyways, you know what I mean. I'll talk to you guys later, okay? Bye.